Today we're going to talk about the OQ, the original queen of country music, Miss Kitty Wells. I picked up this little beauty secondhand at a Nashville institution, GRIMEY'S record store. And can I just say, look at this dress. I got to see this dress in person. It's on display at the Ryman Auditorium in downtown Nashville, and it is a sight to behold. I mean, come on. Arguably, her biggest hit was It Wasn't God Who Made Honky Tonk Angels, which is the first track on this album. And that song was a direct response to a hit that was out by a male artist called Hank Thompson, and the song was The Wild Side of Life. Hank talked about how it was honky tonk angels, women who were leading men astray. It was them who were to blame for men's infidelities. And you have to remember, this was way back in 1952, and Kitty Wells came out with this song. Same melody, same music, only the lyrics changed. And it was a direct call out to Hank Thompson's song. Now, the song was banned. She wasn't allowed to play it on the Opry. Radio banned because it was far too controversial, daring to sing about infidelity and how it might not be all the woman's fault. But despite that, Kitty Wells had the first #1 country song for a solo female artist on the Billboard charts in 1952 with that band song. This album is obviously of her greatest hits, and she continued to be the only female artist, solo female artist, that was consistently on the Billboard charts. The thing that makes this even more amazing is the fact that Kitty Wells had a reputation of being a real womanly, feminine woman in the 1950s, you know, kind of this perfect housewife. Oh my God, this is gold. This is gold. If you read the back, there's a quote on here that says, despite her tremendous success, Kitty Wells is, in the words of Tennessee's former governor, an outstanding wife and mother in keeping with the traditions of Southern womanhood. I mean, wow. Despite her success. Kitty Wells was also the very first artist that I ever got to open for. I was about 11 or 12 years old, and my dad did the opening set for her, and at the end of his set, he called us up to do a few songs. And I can remember before that show, we were backstage, and it was a dinner show, and he called me over and said, follow me, and he took me around the corner to kind of poke my head around the corner to this hallway that we had to go through to get to the stage. And in that hallway was Kitty Wells in head-to-toe sequins, dressed to the nines, sitting on this little chair, clutching her little purse, waiting to go on, while all these waiters and waitresses flew past with trays and food was flying off of it. And my dad said to me, you see that lady right there? That is the queen of country music. I mean, Dolly Parton, Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn, they all wanted to be her. And he said, take a good look, because that is the reality of the music business. And I'll never forget that lesson. At the end of their show, they called us up to join them to sing Will the Circle Be Unbroken. And I remember there being a cake on stage. I think someone in the audience was celebrating an anniversary or something. And you can see in this photo, I think I'm more engrossed with the cake than possibly being on stage with the queen of country music, Miss Kitty Wells. I mean, I was 11. Give me a break. Cake trumps everything at 11. Let's be honest, it still trumps everything. So have a listen to Kitty Wells, folks, and see where it all started for women in country music.